in that they may be able to collaborate with us or use our material, and that can be extremely important material. And some people have an ability to see that, and they want to help and so get that material out to the public or bring extra angles in on it or use their existing understanding to help flesh it out. So they see us as, you know, as colleagues. And then we have a group that sees us as competition, that sees us as a threat, and in the regular sort of competitive, news competitive sense, but also in that we are demanding certain standards, certain higher levels of information, harder to get information, and the use of primary sources in material that has been released in print. So that makes them have to work harder. So they see us as a threat. And then there's another group that appreciates what we're doing because we're drawing the fire. So we are the free press vanguard. We are the sort of defender of whistleblowers, and we move that whole field further out. And that creates a sort of a vacuum behind us into which these people can come, which doesn't have any fire, because we're attracting the opposition by pushing the envelope. And that's quite nice, because over the last 4 years we have been changing the standard. So to some degree we are now the status quo. We are something that exists. There's an economic and political and social niche.
You're the mainstream.
I won't go quite that far, but there's an understanding, a political and economic understanding that there is a place for WikiLeaks in this world, and that if we were to disappear, that would be something new.
It's quite interesting that how you've shifted in. I mean, here, the Guardian media pages every year lists the 100 most important media people. You've probably seen this. This year they've included you.
Yeah, this year, 58, but last year we weren't in there at all. That's quite an improvement.
The fact that you're in there is interesting.
Very interesting. I mean, it's true we do have some influence, but I think it's also the case that those people in The Guardian, whoever put that list together, and I'm sure it's a totally accurate list, but I'm sure that's also a desire. There's a desire for us to be leading in that way, and that they want to support us and see that we do something beneficial for them, which is to open up this space.
I mean, there's clearly a big shift underway, and we've talked about this already. But the shift is